Hi, lovely. Today we're gonna be working out our glutes, our hamstrings, our abs. It's gonna feel good. This is ideal for beginners. Let's get to it. You're gonna start laying down on your back, knees bent, feet flat, feet pretty close to your booty, hands down at your sides. You're gonna start by doing some basic bridges. The first thing that you're gonna do is hollow out your belly. Pull your belly in and feel your lower back imprint into the mat. So you're not using your glutes yet. You're really getting deep into the abdominals like you're scooping out some ice cream. And then you're gonna anchor down into both of your feet as you peel one vertebra at a time off of the mat. And as you push up through the pubic bone and lift your hips up off the mat, you're gonna feel your glutes kick in. They should really be fired up. Check to see that you're pushing down through your feet as you're pushing up through your pubic bone, really keeping your abs engaged so you don't feel a lot of tension in your low back. You want to bridge up as high as you can without feeling your hamstrings taking over or pushing up through your upper back. And then at the top, just check to make sure you're feeling your glutes more than your hamstrings. And then on your next exhale, coming down one vertebra at a time. Really hollowing out your belly, scooping the abs, imprinting your lower back on the mat, and then coming back into neutral. And you're gonna repeat that. So starting with the coccyx curl, hollowing out the belly, imprinting your lower back into the mat, anchoring down into your feet as you peel one vertebra at a time off of the mat, really pushing up through the pubic bone, trying to open up the front of your hips. Lots of glute energy here, lots of lift in the abs, anchoring down into your feet. At the top of your bridge, check to make sure that you're feeling your glutes more than your hamstrings. And then on your exhale, coming down one vertebra at a time, trying to keep the back of your neck long and your shoulders open, hollowing out the belly, coming back into neutral. And we're gonna do that again. So you're gonna start with the coccyx curl, hollow out the belly. This is all abdominals here. And then as you lift the hips up off the mat, you're gonna feel your glutes fire up. Push down into your feet. Push up through your pubic bone, trying to open up the front of your hips. You may feel a stretch down the front of your thighs if you're tight. That's okay, that's common. At the top of the bridge, make sure you're feeling your glutes. Maybe shift your booty toward your heels a little bit to activate the back line of your legs more. And then coming down one vertebra at a time, hollowing out the belly, scooping the abs to come back to home base position. All right, you're gonna go up again, and this time we're gonna add the glute pulses. So hollowing out the belly, working your deep abs, imprinting your lower back, pushing down into your feet, pushing up through your pubic bone, really feeling your glutes. At the top of your bridge, make sure you feel your glutes more than your hamstrings. From here, you're gonna add in little glute pulses, nice and controlled. 1, 2. Really keeping your abs engaged to protect your lower back. Really squeezing the glutes, opening up the front of your hips. Make sure that you're not pushing up through your chest at all, right? The back of your neck is nice and long, shoulders are open, the back of the ribs are on the mat. All of the energy is through your pubic bone, opening up your hips, really wrapping the glutes, feeling the burn of the booty. Lots of lift in the abs. You shouldn't feel any strain in your lower back. If you start to feel your hamstrings take over, it's absolutely fine to stop and rest. That's great. Do what you need to do. Do what feels right and safe for you. I'm just gonna do a few more. Hang in there with me if you want to. One more. And then you're gonna go ahead, come down one vertebra at a time, hollowing out the belly, coming to neutral. Excellent. Okay. Now we're gonna change positions. So you're gonna go into a turned out position. You're gonna have your heels together and your toes apart. This is gonna work different glute muscles. So from here, same thing, starting with your coccyx curl, hollowing out your belly, pushing down into your feet. Now you're gonna wrap your glutes, squeezing your cheeks towards each other as you peel one vertebra at a time off the mat, really anchoring down into your feet, trying to open up the front of your hips, Keep your abs engaged. You should feel your glutes so much at the top. And then adding in the pulses. 1, 2. You got this. Wrapping your glutes. Remembering to breathe. Feeling the burn. Anchoring down into both feet. Trying to keep your pelvis stable. Keeping the shoulders and neck relaxed. Feeling the burn of the booty, the lift of the abs. You shouldn't feel any strain in your lower back. Do as many as you can. If you start to feel your hamstrings take over, you want to stop and rest. You really want to feel your glutes more than your hamstrings. I'm just going to do a few more. Using the breath. And then go ahead, come down one vertebra at a time, hollowing out the belly, coming all the way back to neutral. Whew, excellent, nicely done. From here, we're gonna go into a turned in position. So your knees are gonna be together, your feet are gonna be apart. You want your feet about as wide as your mat, and think about turning your toes in toward each other. So you are in an internal rotation. So this is gonna work different glute muscles. So these 3 positions are gonna work all the glute muscles, which is great. So from here, you're gonna go into your coccyx curl, hollowing out the belly, imprinting your lower back into the mat, peeling one vertebra at a time off the mat as you push up through your pubic bone, opening up your hips. You're gonna feel your glute meads fired up. That's good, you want that. At the top, adding in your glute pulses. Here we go, 1, 2. Remember, all the energy is through the pubic bone, trying to open up your hips. Remember to keep your abs engaged, protecting your lower back. You are not pushing up through your chest. All of the energy in the powerhouse. Remembering to breathe. Anchoring down into your feet. You should be feeling the booty burn. I am feeling it. I'm gonna do a few more. And then go ahead and come down one vertebra at a time. And then from there, we're gonna stretch out the glutes, crossing your right knee over the left, pulling into your chest, shifting your knees over to your left, feeling the stretch in the right glute. Just hanging out here for a few breaths. It's really important to stretch out your glutes after you work them. Your glutes, when they get tight, they can lock up your hips. When your hips get locked up, it can lock up your lower back. So I don't think any of us want that. So always a good idea to stretch your glutes. From there, you're gonna switch so that your right ankle is over your knee and pull into your chest. Now you're stretching out a different glute muscle. That's good, you want that. Remembering to breathe. Check to see if you're clenching your teeth. You want to have a nice soft jaw. And then switching sides, left knee over the right, pulling into your chest, shifting your knees over to your right, feeling the stretch go into your left glute. Just trying to relax into the stretch as best you can. After your last exhale, switch so the left ankle is over the right knee, pulling into your chest. Just taking a nice deep breath here. Excellent, come on out of it. Nicely done. All right, you did it. Give yourself some props. Every exercise counts. You did good today. If you have any questions about this exercise or you're looking for some modifications, leave a comment below. I'm happy to help you. So FYI, this is part 1 of 4. You can access part 2 in the description below or possibly at the end of the video. It will be waiting for you whenever you're ready, and I will meet you there. See you soon. Are you ready for exclusive content, early access to content, and other perks? Join us on Patreon. Click on the link in the description of this post for more. Special shout out to my Vital 7 stars. Thank you for making this video possible.